How's doing, people? Right, so I've got a wee story here about this gang that I knew. They were from Glasgow. Well, they were from Motherwell, and they one of the laddies' fathers was from Glasgow. Now I met them. It wasn't exactly the best time that I met them. I got a gun put through my forehead in Tesco car park in Bathgate. Now I'm not going to get into that story now. What I'm more going to do is I'm going to spread a bit of awareness for young folk that think it's cool to grow up selling drugs or being hustlers or that, right? Because these are the kind of folk you come across. Now, back in the day, obviously, you had like the taxmen, people that used to tax drug dealers, blah blah blah. But this was a different mob, right? And the reason I'm telling this story is because there's so many people now growing up selling drugs, and they're young laddies, and they've got older folk, and they're just say young laddies in their early teens try to sell drugs well do they can. They've got laddies maybe in their mid-20s preying on them, right? I'll tell you exactly what I mean now because I witnessed this and I seen this firsthand. Believe it or not, but the guy that just stays next door to me, at one point he was a getaway driver and he didn't have a clue that he was a getaway driver. He was getting these boys from Motherwell. I lived through to different folks' houses for talking sake. Like just say some just said son in Glasgow got a kilo his son dropped off. This boy from Postle would phone his son, he would know everything that was going on, he'd phone his son and say, right, just say Brian, there's been a kilo dropped off at Edinburgh, blah blah blah. He would then get his boys, his pals, they would go through to the house in Edinburgh, they would just go right through the fucking door, they would kneecap the guy, they would take the kilo of drugs, take it back to the boys' dad, the boys' dad would then give the kilo back to the dealer. The dealer would give them a cut off it, dad would get a cut off it. Now, I found this out because one of my cousins was involved with them, and he was in the car one time and we went through this place, I don't know where the place was, and he got to tell, just come through, we just need you a bit of backup, just in case anything goes wrong. They went into the boy's house, they beat the guy up, they stole all his cannabis off him, they started trying on his clothes, his watches, his jewellery, while the guy was lying unconscious. So listen, it's a fucking ruthless world. Young guys, young kids, the stories I've got, the stories I can tell, but it should put you off what I go down that road. The guy who I'm talking about was a getaway driver. He wasn't actually a getaway driver. He was getting used to be the getaway driver. He didn't have a fucking clue what was going on. But finally he came down to Mallet one day in about 10 or 20 different bags, like 10 bags of grass, 5 bags of fucking something else, 5 bags of something else. And he was saying, these guys are sound as fuck, Steve, well, these guys are brand new, honey boy. And I'm like, guys, the guys are fucking dodgy. They're robbing people. And see when the guy found out they're robbing people, the guy ended up busting the pot and ended up in a psychiatric unit. No, they didn't just do that, they actually phoned a taxi driver, a guy who followed us for gear. He used a taxi driver to go meet these boys. While the guy went into his boot to get the stuff out, the lady's taking baseball bats out and bet the fuck out them with the baseball bats. That's the kind of people we're up against these days. Now, the world's getting worse. People are getting more desperate. You've got to understand, I'm 33-year-old and I've got 20 years worth of experiences. I know what I'm talking about. I've been there, I've done it. No, not know that, but I've been there and done it and been around about people like that. Now, I'm just trying to spread the message and try to spread awareness. Now, my mental health went fucking through the roof. My PTSD, like getting guns spit to my head, getting knife spit to me, this, that, and next thing. It's no life for no cunt. Now, I'm going to put up videos of different things that's happened over the years. A lot of stuff's interesting, a lot of stuff might not be your cup of tea, but at the end of the day, I've lived that life and I'm just trying to give it a difference. By telling my stories, by trying to spread awareness now. Would you feel comfortable sitting, if you're a young laddie and you want to make a bit of money, how would you feel if your name went out there, you got a bit bigger? Because don't realise, like, you could be selling drugs one week and then the following week you then it'll be doing double what you were doing before. Then before you know it, 1 month could go by and you're doing 10 times the amount. Then more folks start hearing your name, and then folks say, that wee Tam's fucking doing a good bit. No one will go and rob him. No, you never fucking know who's next. That is the world that you're living in. Take my advice, get yourself a job, get yourself a good education, keep your head down, and don't get involved with that. Because all it leads to is prison, fucking trauma, death, overdoses, violence, taxing, slashings, stabbings, shootings, the list goes on. I've been there, I've been at the giving end and I've been at the receiving end, about everyone just says there. So take my advice and try your hardest not to go down that road. I know it's hard days, I know folk struggle, I know folk see folk in nice clothes and they want what they've got and they've not got, understand that. But you've got to understand, I'm a young boy myself, 33-year-old, I'm struggling too, but I'd rather struggle and live comfortable struggling than live a hustling life looking on my shoulder every day. It's a scary world. You've got to take my advice. I know what I'm talking about. I'm just doing this wee short video now, but trust me, I've got a lot of good content to put up, a lot of good stories to put up. Take it easy. Peace out.